Hey guys, hey Tiny Thinkers, family and friends. I hope you are having a great day. I had a pretty good day today. We had some good learning today. We added some new information into those heads. We downloaded some more information into their heads. So I've been coming to help with parents, do a little parent support. And I would like to continue to do parent support, but this time with some ELA. I did math the last time. I'm just going to focus on ELA right now. We've talked about the sounds. We've talked about the importance of how sounds are before they identify the actual letter name. They learn the letter sound and how important it is, because it is important to help them with their reading and when they are reading words. Like if they're not familiar with a word, they can sound it out and then say the word. We are currently in class. There's a gesture we use in this shoulder, elbow, wrist, which is the first sound, middle sound, ending sound. And if the word is like at, 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 they are to say those sounds, and then they're going to blend it together. At, mat, mat, mat. So typically you'll probably find them saying it, but not realizing they're saying it. So continue to have them say those sounds coming out of their mouth so they can feel those sounds coming out of their mouth. And then they can go mat, 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 mat. And like, okay, what did you just say? Because they'll say the sounds and they'll pretty much say the word, but then they're not realizing that they're saying the word. So then I'll say, okay, so what did you just say? And then they'll be like, oh, I said mat. Okay, so that's the word. But if they're not familiar with that, it's okay. And if they're having trouble with it, it's okay. It's early. We still have time. You still have time. And let's say they just say at and forget the first sound totally. That's okay, because you can utilize that moment to do some chunking. So they have at, they have the word family part of at. Now let's put at, 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 mat. So keep trying it with them and it will come together. I would utilize cards like this and have them actually use the cards every day, and they can say, oh, this sound is k. And if they're not sure, okay, so this is a picture of a what? Cow, cow. Have them say it, cow, cow. And then ask them, what do you feel coming out of your mouth? And what do you hear? And they, cow, 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 cow. So have them have fun with some letters like this. And you could pretty much find them online. And all I did was I printed them out and then I laminated them so I could utilize them in my small group. And that's what I use for a small group. But when I go to do the actual words, I actually use to put the sounds in it and have them actually say the sound. Or I'll use little cards that have the sounds on it and have them put them together. The sound cards could look like this. They look like this. And I'll have the word put together. Like to have the, and then the middle sound, and then the ending sound. And sometimes I use this. Not really sometimes. I actually use this a lot. This is literally what I use in my small group. They can do the first sound, middle sound, ending sound. And I'll either have them write it or they'll have a letter and they'll put it there. And then they have to actually practice the word, or I'll have them write it. And then they'll have the word on the mat to read it. And then there I'll go at, at, mat. See the car driver, mat. And I found this online. A friend gave me this one. I do have another one that I did find online, but I think she found this online too. So you can utilize that, or you could just, like I showed you with the whiteboard the other day, where you write the sound. And I know it's backwards for you, but that's at, mat. So you can use several different things to kind of get them to actually practice those words. And we're doing it at school with them daily, but there's nothing wrong with them getting a little extra help at home. Actually, I think that would be a good thing for them because it will help them to put it together even more. We also use, in our curriculum, we use mirrors. So the mirror will say, they'll look at the mirror so they can see their mouth. So they'll see that when they say how are your lips? And you'll ask them, how are your lips? They're closed. Okay? So at one point, we're going to ask them if their mouth is open or closed. So when they know that it's open, that tells them that is a vowel sound. Because it's a, eh. So that's a vowel sound, mouth open. But for consonants, our mouths are closed. And then saying is just open enough to push the sound out of our mouth with the air. So it's t, s, So we use these mirrors so that they can see themselves moving their mouth. So they'll say mat, movie, milk, move, Monday. So they feel it coming out of their mouth instead of us just saying it. They can actually feel it so that they'll understand it more. Take advantage of moments that you get, any opportunity you get. You can have fun with words. You can have fun with words and help them in the process. You can use anything. They could be eating and you could say, okay, well, what are you holding when you're drinking out of a cup? And say, okay, what are the sounds you hear in cup? And if they're not sure, it's okay. It's okay. You help them. Cup, and have them say it with you. Have them say the sound so that they can feel the sounds coming out of their own mouths. So, ELA can be fun. Math can be fun. ELA is just you having a little fun with some letter sounds, reading words, reading sentences, reading phrases, and those kids are going to be able to do that. Trust me, by the end of the school year, our kindergarten classes will have some fluent readers. We work very hard, and I'm quite sure other teachers are working very hard too, but we work very hard in kindergarten because it's literally the foundational grade, and we have to set the foundation so that they can actually have an opportunity to have a academic success at the best that they should have, because they are going to continue to grow and continue to learn and continue to have more information embedded and put on top of more information. But if we can get the ground level things out the way and help them with that, it becomes more concrete. So there it is. That's my parent support for ELA today. I am going to be going home soon. So I've had a long day, so I need to go home and get some rest. But before I go, my glasses that I have on from Zilu, still Zilu, they're Zilu. Tonight it is called Crystal, and they're actually the color crystal. So crystal, and they are actually the color crystal. So thank you guys for joining me. I hope you have a great afternoon. See you soon.